I will never forget that scorching afternoon, the day that changed both my life and Riley's forever. I had received a message from an acquaintance living on the outskirts of the city. He told me there was a dog lying motionless in front of an old house from morning until noon, and no one had come out to check on him. The word motionless hit me hard. I jumped on my motorbike and sped over immediately. The road was eerily quiet when I arrived. In front of a rusted metal gate, I spotted a small figure curled up against the step. My heart sank. I hurried closer, and in that single moment, everything around me fell silent. That was the first time I saw Riley. He was lying on his side, breathing weakly, his eyes half open as if clinging to the last thin thread of consciousness he had left. I called softly, "Hey, buddy, can you hear me?" No response. His back legs stretched unnaturally stiff, nothing like a dog sleeping, but like a body that had lost control. When my hand touched his side, he burned with heat. His whole body trembled faintly. I knocked on the door, no answer. I called louder, banged on the metal sheet, rattled the handle. Nothing. In that moment, only one thought filled my mind. If I don't get Riley out of here right now, he won't survive. I dialed the phone number my acquaintance had given me. A man picked up, sounding annoyed. I said, "Hello, I'm in front of your house. The dog lying outside can't move. Can you come back right now?" He gave a dismissive laugh. "Oh, that one? He's been like that for a while. Just leave him." My stomach twisted. I asked what had happened, trying to keep my voice steady. He spoke casually, like talking about a broken chair. Riley had once belonged to a boy in the family. When the boy's grades dropped, the adults blamed the dog for distracting him. They wanted to get rid of Riley, but the boy refused. In the end, the man handled it forcefully so the dog wouldn't follow the boy anymore. He didn't describe the act directly, but from the way he talked, it was painfully clear what had been done. Riley's back legs had been deliberately injured, leaving him paralyzed, helpless, and abandoned. My chest tightened with anger and disbelief. I asked, "So you're just leaving him here like this?" He replied immediately, "I'm planning to sell him. If you want him, it's 500 yuan. He said it as if he were selling a broken appliance. I looked down at Riley, filthy, trembling, in pain, but when I touched his head, his eyes flickered with the faintest spark of hope. I said, "Who would buy a dog in this condition?" He shrugged. "Take him or leave him. If not, he'll just die there." I clenched my jaw. 500 yuan just to buy the right to save a life. I hadn't brought enough money. I only had a couple hundred on me, but I couldn't walk away. "Give me a moment," I told him. "I'll borrow more." Standing in the blazing heat, I called friends one by one. Finally, someone agreed to transfer me the money. When I saw the notification, a wave of relief and bitterness washed over me. I called the man again. "I have the money. I'll take the dog." He eventually came out. He didn't look at Riley, didn't ask a thing, just pocketed the money and turned back into the house, as if he had just sold an old piece of junk. I knelt down and lifted Riley in my arms. His body went limp, his back legs lifeless. He let out a faint whimper, barely audible. Only when I held him close did he blink slowly, as if sensing that from this moment on, he was no longer abandoned. I rushed to my motorbike, placed him gently on the seat, and sped toward the nearest vet clinic. The ride was only 15 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. When the vet carried Riley onto the examination table, the truth became painfully clear. One of his hind legs was bent at an unnatural angle. His muscles had already begun to atrophy, signs of prolonged suffering. Riley looked up at me, exhausted but pleading. The vet whispered, "You brought him just in time. A few more days and he wouldn't have made it." My eyes stung. I brushed his head gently. "It's okay, buddy. You're safe now." The examination took a long time. The vet concluded that Riley had temporary paralysis caused by severe trauma to the hip and lower spine. It would require months of treatment and rehabilitation. I didn't hesitate. I signed the treatment papers immediately. When I left the clinic that evening, Riley lay in a small recovery crate, his body wrapped in bandages, but his eyes held a new warmth, a spark of life, as if he could finally breathe again. That night, watching him sleep more peacefully than before, I realized something. I didn't just save Riley. Riley saved me too, saved me from indifference, from looking away, and reminded me that even the smallest act of compassion can completely change a life. Riley was safe. And from that day forward, we began a long yet hopeful journey together.